Okay. So I uninstalled, I reinstalled, I tried several other things. I didn't fix it. Sadly, I just tried it out again and it still bugs out the same way as it did. Which means I'm in need of a new strategy, and that strategy might be we start a new day, a new data, a new playthrough, and this might be the last actually. I don't know if this will be the last episode or not. I don't think so. It takes more time than this. I want to get through all 30 days and I want to succeed this time. So we're gonna pull out all the stops for this. We're gonna medicate her heavily, drug her up crazily, and frick like rabbits. As we did before, I guess. Maybe we need some more head pads instead. So how do I bridge this overly long loading screen instead? Well, yeah. I mean, I never planned on getting all the endings, right? Can you actually? I can take a look at them right now. So, if you expected this to be like a complete playthrough, I don't know how long it actually takes to complete this fully. If you read for everything, we can skip what we wait. Okay, it just doesn't work. Angel Kawaii. It's a wonder she wasn't hacked before. We can skip what we know. So, stuff like this. We know exactly. Peach-chan. I don't know if this does anything. I'm gonna skip the stream. Here comes Kangle. This is gonna be like a how to get followers speedrun. How to get followers quick. Still shaking. I don't know how I felt after my first stream. There were like 2 people watching my first stream. One of which was most likely the Twitch oops. The Twitch window I've opened myself to see like the stats and stuff. There are 3 stages in each day. Yes, I know. Okay. What do we do? We're not gonna sleep. We're not gonna medicate immediately. We're gonna go... Wait, how do you go down the rabbit hole, actually? The Let's Plays don't really give you much. The sexy streams give you a lot of views. Let's do some video streaming. We've read this one before as well, I believe. Girl's Idle Journey. I don't know, have we read this before? I want to do what I love most for the rest of my life. Lying around doing nothing and sleeping. Relatable, really. Really relatable. Can we get... It's gonna get our stress down to 0. Yeah, sure, let's just do it. Oh, wait, I will miss out on streaming tonight? Oh, this is gonna fuck me up since it takes 2 time slots. Okay, we're not gonna do this then. Instead, we're just gonna spend time together. We're now gaming the game. I love you too, Ami. I love you too. Thank you for always being so nice to me. Go tonight and we stream. I don't think we have done... No, we must have done the Nerd Talks. Ah yeah, the Idle Journey in a Kid's Anime. Yes. So let's see. This one increases our stress less than the chat and chill. Why are chat streams... If I want to play the game, I need to play the game this way. So let's do the sexy stream, but let's skip it since we've done just about all of the sexy streams, right? We not? Oh, we can't skip it. Okay. Good. Peach-chan, look at my DM already. Stop ignoring me. I want you. I want you. I need you. I need you. Love forever. Are you happy now? Oh yeah, the rent payment. I forgot about that. The email thingy is not used a second time in this game, is it? This is weird. Let's keep it open if we can. Can we make it smaller? We can. I think it'll close on its own. What is this? I need more followers. Please help me. Blah 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 blah. Here we go. I'm gonna do this. Skip tonight. Decrease our stress by 4. It was like 11. Might not be as effective anymore. Why not? Well, whatever. Just crunch it up. Nice and good. That's right. We're gonna break it apart and put it back together. Better than before. So again, if you expected me to like fully complete this game, I guess you're in for a rude awakening. But that's not how life works. Life isn't always all complete. And let this be another lesson for you, actually. Another life advice. Oh no, please don't tell me this is still bugged as well. Oh no no no. Oh no no no. I can't not play this without the drugs, can I? It would basically be the same playthrough. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ah, oh, fuck this fucking game. Oh, it's so utterly goddamn broken. Holy fucking shit. I should have waited like half a year more until this mess is fully fixed. Oh, I have like 15 videos queued up anyway for this. Why didn't I wait? Oh, let's finish my thought from earlier. And then I can get really, really angry, I guess. Okay, this as well, I guess it plays in rather nicely with what I'm trying to say here. Life isn't always all complete. Life isn't always what you expect it to be. Relationships aren't always as you expect them to be. Sometimes your boyfriend or your girlfriend, they just break apart, or they break up with you, rather. So if you expect a happy ending, that's a good thing. You should never go into a relationship expecting the worst. Of course you won't get disappointed this way, but you also won't get anywhere at all, since you will basically summon up your doom that way, I believe. So the best thing to do is, at the beginning, go in expecting nothing at all, I think. Like, a lot of people try to just project their dreams and wishes and like perfect significant other onto their relationship, and that doesn't work out either. Yes, in the beginning you will be very much in love and very crazy together, and like you'll do all the stuff, like you'll try it all out, like she's gonna finger you in places you never thought you would like to. But that's in the beginning, right? It changes over time, definitely, and we can't cope with that. Well, it's another bad thing. So in regards to these endings though, let's see how I'll phrase that. Give me a quick second. It's actually quite hard to do this in my second language. I don't think I could even do it in German right off the bat. How do I want to say this, what I'm trying to put across here, the point I'm trying to drive home? Let me think for a bit. Maybe I might cut out this thinking pause, actually. Give me a quick second. The music is not helping, you know. It's really not helping to make you think properly. It's more like it urges you on. Also, looking at her, knowing that she's bugged again, and I'm gonna have to restart the whole fucking game again. I'm gonna get angry afterwards. Not helping. So let me think for a quick second. Alright, here we go. I know it now. There's one word I was missing, but that was basically in there anyway. I just didn't say it. And that word is expectations. Expectations are a dangerous, dangerous thing. They are a really poisonous thing as well. Like once they're in there, they're gonna, like, you're not gonna get them out anymore. But you need them, right? All people have expectations of what's gonna happen, of what's supposed to be happening, and what you want to happen as well. Because without them we can't live. You can't just go along without knowing what is what, or what could happen. Like, you know that everything has a cause and effect, and that effect most of the time is an expectation. Like if I drop a ball, my expectation is for it to drop to the ground and maybe bounce a little. If it suddenly starts floating up into heaven, well, that's when I get into like a very stressful and mentally dark place, I guess. So the problem with expectations though is they set you up for disappointment once more. And that is especially true when you're dealing with people. People in general, not just in a relationship, with like in a romantic relationship, but even more so in that one, since you're expecting them to understand you fully. However, they can't read your thoughts, and they're not there to satisfy you in that way. Everyone is, first and foremost, everyone is their own person, and you need to satisfy your own demands first before you can satisfy others, most of the time. There are some really selfless people out there, but I'm not sure. I can't judge whether or not they're actually happy or whether they're doing this out of a weird need for yet another way of self-satisfaction, I guess. It makes them happy to help others. I mean, I'm similar sometimes. I'm more inclined to spend money on other people than I am on myself. I'll make jokes on my behalf to make others laugh. And a lot of people wouldn't do that, I guess, since it would hurt them. But I gladly join in when someone starts, well, in jest, of course. When I notice it's a joke, I'll gladly join in. When I notice that they actively try to hurt me, even then sometimes I join in just to de-weaponize their tools and try to show them that I'm like up in this game, that I'm better at it than they are. I'm the person that can make most fun of me, definitely. No one else can do it the way I do. And that's how it should be, since if I'm the one that could hurt me the most, no one's gonna be able to hurt me that way. However, expectations in a romantic relationship, you need to tone them down at times, and you need to show them at other times. Now, if we take a look at this playthrough, depending on what you expected from it, you might be severely disappointed. And so am I, actually. I expected something entirely else, both out of this game, something worse, admittedly, but the outcome of this playthrough, which now looks like I'm gonna have to abort it due to it being like the most buggy game I've ever played in a recording or stream or whatever. That's not what I expected. That hurts me quite a lot. So my reaction to that expectation, and to the shattered expectation, and to the realization is anger. Quite a lot of anger and disappointment. What I can tell you though, if you expected me to play through this fully, it really depends on how you cope with the reality that is this buggy playthrough. If you say, well, it can't be helped, as they say in manga and anime so much, yeah, it really can't. I guess you understand me. If you say, oh my god, he should have, I don't know, he should still try to finish it somehow, there's some other endings he can still get. No. No. And you know why? Because people are not there to fulfill all of your wishes and expectations. Now you can, and I would understand that. You can hate and loathe me for it. And that's what people most of the time do. I don't know if any of you ever went through a breakup, but the easiest way to get over it, at first, is to hate the other person. Which is weird, right? Since you loved them before. Most likely you loved them before. But the easiest way to deal with that love and the hurt it brings, the fact that you won't be able to love them anymore this way, the fact that they might not love you this way anymore, is to start hating them. A lot of people do this, me included, right? There's another problem with that, since the hate doesn't dissipate. The love might, but the hate doesn't. And you're gonna carry it for the rest of your life. So once you start hating someone like that, it's very hard. I mean, it can go away over time, but it's very hard to let go. Whenever you think of this person, instead of just moving on with a neutral outlook, you're gonna get angry again. You're gonna remind yourself of all the things that made you angry in the first place. And that's not what you want. You want to, like, if you think of this person at a fleeting moment due to being reminded of them, you want to move on immediately. You don't want to linger. But these negative emotions, they really bore into your skull and your heart. And it's very hard to get out of them again. It's very hard to get them out of you, actually. You don't need to escape from them. They need to be torn away from you in a way. There's no other way, in my opinion, to do this. And I've yet to meet a person that has actually fully succeeded in doing that. Of course, I don't really talk about stuff like this with others too much. most of the time I talk about stuff like this, for example. It's stuff I've learned in my life over time. It's stuff I think about quite a lot. It's stuff I try to deal with quite a lot on my own terms. Like, if you think, oh well, go to a therapy, that shit doesn't help at all. Maybe it's just me, I don't know, but like, in the end, the only thing a therapy can give you is the nudge in the right direction. But what is the right direction? Can you really tell? Like, is there really one solution for everyone? Spoilers. For me, I don't think there is. I really don't think there's one solution for everyone. So maybe what I'm telling you here as well is heavily subjective, and you should disregard it immediately anyway. It's basically just me telling you from my experience. So if you expected any help out of this, again, your expectation is betrayed. You might not even get any out of this. However, what you can do with this is try to take it as... Don't take it as a foundation, but take some bricks out of it and start building up your own way to think about these things. And you're gonna have to think about them. There are people out there that won't have to go through a breakup, that won't have to go through disappointment by either. It's not even just breakups. It's like all interpersonal relationships. Like, if you have a bad relationship with your parents, if you have a bad relationship with, like, maybe your siblings or one of your former friends, that can really hurt you too. Sometimes, I guess, even more so than just a romantic or sexual partner, I guess. It really depends on how much time, how much love you invested in this person, how hurt you are. And the person you love the most definitely is the one that can hurt you the most as well. So I would be okay, and that's like going back to the start of this, I would be okay if you're disappointed, if you're angry, and if you're hateful due to the way this is gonna end now, because I don't think I can actually fix it, and I don't think I can do a playthrough, a neutered playthrough without any, like, knowing that it can break at any second, without being able to use the medication function, for example. Maybe there's other stuff I haven't even found out that's broken. Maybe I was just incredibly lucky to get up to day 27 or something, reaching one ending, without it breaking apart before, like that. And now suddenly nothing works anymore. I might, like, maybe I will revisit this game. I mean, by the time these go out, like, I don't know how many episodes there are, basically, since I haven't cut this yet. Like 50 to 20, definitely, judging by recording time. So by the time this is finished going up on my channel, the game might have updated and it might be fixed. I don't know. I'll keep a lookout, but I also don't want this to be like a year-long series of like 50 episodes of me playing this game, trying to come to terms with my own problems while playing it and trying to soul strip in front of everyone watching this. So we might take a break from this and revisit it in the future. Maybe I'll play it on stream. Maybe maybe I'll just play it again. There's other games that I definitely want to revisit. Games without an end, or games that I finished. Especially, like, it's the problem with the Sunday series. Most of the time, the Sunday series, they don't really have an end. I think like only 50% of them are actually finished. The other half, imagine, it's like Your Turn to Die. The game is not finished yet. Darkest Dungeon. I opted out of that one. What others are there? I played Blood Bowl on Sundays. That literally has no finish, since it's basically an open-ended multiplayer game. And so on. It's weird. Why do they always fall on a Sunday, I wonder? These are also, most of the time, these are the hardest to record? No, wait. Did I say RimWorld? No, RimWorld was on Fridays. I can't remember if I said RimWorld or not. I don't think I did. Like, the Sunday series are the hardest to record for me, it seems like, since it really depends on how I set up my time. But most of the time, I try to record them either on the Saturday, before the Sunday they come out, or like with this, I try to record them in advance. But this was, like, recording this in advance, I know full well that I won't edit this in advance, and I hate myself for it. Future Lambda, I'm very sorry that I'm this lazy. I know I could have done it ages ago. Could have done it right after this recording, basically, but I know you're gonna have to do it sometime in the future before this has to go out. But the games are always so hard to get through. I don't know why I do this to me. Like with other games, time just flies. When I played Lobotomy Corporation, not always, but most of the time, like an hour was over in an instant. And I started editing and I was happy with it, and that's it. The regular games, of course, I played regular games in like 1.5 hour chunks, basically, and then I cut them into half-an-hour episodes, and that's it, they go up. And like with these 3 half-an-hour episodes, I have enough for like 1 week or something. And with this, I need to record regularly. I try to make them a little bit longer, like 30 to 40 minutes. I have thought about editing them as much as I do my Friday series, but I decided against it. I don't know how I'll do it for this one. It might be good actually for this, but considering how much I recorded already, that will make me kill myself most likely. There's already, like, as I said, like at least 15 episodes, I believe. Editing 15 episodes in a way like I do the Friday series. I'll have to really love this. I guess I'll gauge the interest first or something, and if there's a lot of interest and demand for it, I might do it, but I don't know. Like, I can't spend another evening of my week just down here doing nothing but editing. I'm not getting that much out of it either. I am, like, as you know, I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this for fame. I don't actually have any expectations for this. I'm going into this just doing it because I love it. And let's loop back once more to what we've talked about 10 minutes ago or something. That's how you should do it. That's how, in my opinion, that's how you should do things. Of course, as I said before, expectations, they're a good thing at times. Maybe your expectation is your goal and it's something you work towards. But when there's so many variables that you can't manipulate them all to your liking, you're setting yourself up for failure if you expect too much out of it. Have I ever expected to have a child with secretary? To marry her? Well, actually, yeah, there was a time where I told my best friend at the time, I told him that I fell in love with this girl in my class, and I told him this is gonna be the mother of my child. And he said, we'll see about that. Since he knew that I came out of a really bad relationship before, and most of the time people, like, they flip-flop between serious and not so serious relationships, but that never was, and I never was the person for that. If I love, I love. If, as I said before, if you go in with the worst expectations, like, why even do it in the first place? So I went in trying to tone down my expectations, trying not to think too much of it, and I was better off that way. I was really better off that way at the time. Because even if it had ended like 3 months in, 6 months in, maybe a year in, I wouldn't have been as devastated, I think. I think I would have been okay with it. I would have learned to accept it better than I did other failures related to that in the past. So I never expected much out of it, and suddenly like 5 years went by, 10 years went by, 12 years went by, suddenly there's a child, which doesn't just happen suddenly, okay? There's a lot of training involved in making a child. Although for some people that happens on the first time, I guess. And I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that result. Of course, over time you start to make expectations anyway, right? I expect this to last now, right? We have a child. I expect this to last. I think if it breaks apart now, I will be fucking done with life, since it would just destroy me. It would destroy me knowing that we have a child together now, and it would be gone. That family, basically, I try to build up for myself, for her, and of course for Babby as well. But you have to deal with that. You have to take risks in life sometimes. You can go in without expecting anything, but it's a fine line. You don't want to be like a nihilist or something. You don't want to be just entirely neutral all the time. It shapes a character. Successes and failures both do. Some people say, oh, a failure shapes a character more than any success ever could. But you can't just live on failures alone. You need to succeed sometimes. You need to have these good moments in life as well. You need to take them for yourself. You really owe it to yourself, please. If you're unhappy right now and you don't know what to do, or you feel like you're not in a good place right now, please, you owe it to yourself, and listen to me on this one. Give yourself a small goal. One that you know that you'll succeed in. One that you know that you can do it. Do it, succeed, fulfill your wish, grant your goal, and find joy in that. No matter how small it is. You set yourself that goal. Who else is to judge your success in that one other than you? And you deserve that joy. Everyone needs a little motivation, right? Every once in a while. Give yourself that motivation to keep going, and then try to go for something bigger. Don't set your expectations on like the horizon or something. Don't try to fucking tame a dragon. You will fail. But over time, baby steps, go up the ladder, go up the stairs, whatever. You can get there. In the end, you will reach your destination. If you go about it the right way. Maybe your destination is not what you think it is at the end of the stairway. Maybe you're gonna leave the stairs halfway. Maybe there's gonna be a slide and you're gonna fall back down again. Maybe you're gonna reach places you never imagined you would reach this way. Maybe the end of the stairs was never meant to be. Maybe down there's like a pit of degenerates fucking and that's where you want to be. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know where I'm trying to go with this like allegory or this metaphor or something. It's hard for me. Like putting these things into words, it's the big discrepancy of this game as well. Because I think talking to a stranger this way it's really conceited. I don't know you. I don't know your circumstances. You don't know mine either, because I let slip a little, but not too much. You can't really make a picture of myself, basically, from what you're hearing well, if you're watching me 24/7, maybe you can have a picture of myself. Who knows? I don't know. I hope not. I wouldn't want that. And I preach that people, please do not get too invested in me. However, there's one thing I want people to listen to me to, and that is that I desperately, yeah, really, I guess, yeah. I just said this, but without thinking, I desperately want people to be happy. And that might be one of my faults, you know? That might be one of my, I don't know, past childhood traumas or something, that people around me were just very unhappy. And I only noticed that after the fact, and now I desperately want people to be happy. I really want them to be. And if there's any way I could help people be happy, if there's any way I can make them laugh, I keep saying this, I know, but if there's any way I can help make them laugh, if there's any way I can help make them happy and smile, I feel like I have a purpose in life. If I'm setting myself up for failure here, expecting that I can do this with like doing these YouTube things, I said before that I don't get anything out of this. No, actually I do. I'm going in this without much expectations, but my expectation is to have fun doing this and to have others have fun as well. That is like the simplest thing. When I was like 13, 14 and like this whole craze of Let's Plays on YouTube started, I was there at the beginning of it, if you can believe it. It's been that long. I had fun. I had fun just watching people play video games. I didn't know a lot about the people playing them. Some of them were quite funny, some of them were witty, others were incredibly good at the games they played. Like, I watched people that had like 200 subscribers, I watched people that had like 5,000 subscribers. I dabbled a little in people that had like millions of subscribers suddenly. And it doesn't really judge their ability to make you laugh. That's the thing. I don't try to make a case here saying that I should have more subscribers, that I'm funnier than others that have more something. No. But I'm trying to make a point here that if you can get some joy out of this, do it. Get the most out of this that you can. You should get the most out of it. You, the consumer. And I think that's it's my entire hang-up with the parasocial relationships of streamers and e-celebs and the people watching them. In my opinion, the streamers get more out of this relationship than the consumers. I'm not gonna call them watchers or viewers or audience do. You are consumers. You are consuming these videos. You are consuming this product that I put out. And in the case of people that get paid for it, it is a fucking product. It is a product that some people pay for. And you're not getting enough out of this, in my opinion. You're not getting enough out of this for people to get paid like that. But I want people to get something out of these. I want the consumers to be on a better vantage point. I don't know if that's the right term. Than the people creating these. And that's just not the case. Not for the most of the people creating these videos. Most of the time people create these videos and they make money. They get so much more than they put in. They get so much more than the people get that watch them. And that's where the parasocial relationship lies, because these people lie to themselves. They think they get friendship out of this. They think they get an actual relationship out of this. That's not what's happening. So what I want is that you get the most out of my videos. And considering I'm making these for free, like a dirty fucking Jenny, if you get a single laugh out of every video, you're already on a net positive. And I hope you get more than just a single laugh. I hope you get, sometimes maybe like videos like these, I hope that you get something thought-provoking out of these. Something that you can take with you. And as I said before, build upon it. Maybe make up your own mind about these topics I talk about. And if you're of a different opinion, like even with the parasocial relationship stuff, if you're of a different opinion than me, I fully accept that. I fully accept that. And we can talk about that. It's no problem. We don't have to talk about it, okay? I don't need to convince you. And neither do you need to convince me, I don't think. People can have different opinions. It's a problem with today's society that is like, it's bigger than what we're talking about right now. The acceptance of different opinions and the acceptance of like just conceding your points for the sake of not entirely harmony. You don't always need to back down. But the discussion we have these days, it's not a discussion to reach a common ground. It's either I convince you that you're wrong, or you're an asshole. Basically, that's how 99% of all discussions go these days. And I don't know if it's just the internet or if it has bled into... It has definitely bled into real life as well. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end this now. There's not gonna be... This might actually be the last episode of Ame and Pichan. And I haven't found out anything about Pichan. I haven't found out enough about Ame yet. So I do believe we will return. And to say it in the words commonly quoted in the 90s sitcom Friends, I think it's time for us to have a break in our relationship, Ame. Man, this episode is all over the place. I'm so sorry. I hope I made some sense in between and I wasn't just rambling on, because it's very hard for me to follow my own points sometimes, even in German. My thoughts go faster than my words, so I'm like 5 pages ahead by the time I have said a sentence. What I want to end with, and weirdly enough, this is how I end my streams as well, like how I have ended my streams for the longest time as well. I just want to end on a nice positive note, because I think if you have something positive, like even if it's just a tiny thing, everything else feels a little bit easier and lighter for you to do. We need to lighten up a little. Yes, there are bad things out there, and believe me, I'm fully aware of that. But all of these little light and easy and nice and positive things, they can maybe add up, you know? And I hope I can add up a lot for a lot of you. You don't... Oh, of course, I should emphasize this. You don't need to thank me underneath this video or something. If I don't think I'm changing anyone's life here, okay? I really don't think that. If you're like inclined to write a comment, oh my god, Lambda, your positive outlook on life and life advice and your grim outlook at times has helped me so much to overcome blah 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 blah. All of that stuff that I see underneath a lot of other content creators' videos. I really don't need that. I wouldn't know how to deal with that laundry. I certainly won't. I wouldn't wash it. I would just throw it away. Like, that is fucking dirty laundry that no one wants to touch. It's like an underpants with the biggest of stains. Please keep your stains. If I'm helping you, I'm glad about that. But Not everyone else needs to know about this, okay? If you want to reach out to me personally in a way or something, there are, I guess, ways to do this. But it really shouldn't be, like, this online platform shouldn't be the place where you strip open yourself like that. And I also don't think that I can ever help someone in this way. However, I do think that I can maybe be a little bit of help. And that's enough already, as I said. Let's end this. Fucking hell, let's end this. Ame, say goodbye, you stupid fucking bitch. You broken fucking buggy mess of a stupid fucking